Evening, folks. How's everyone doing? Sorry about the false start on that one earlier. I forgot to hit a button to change it to the right scene. I've never done that before. Oh look, I didn't even change the game in the notification. Cool, good work, me. Absolutely flawless run from 11-year streamers Farasalt. And I've cooked my knee as well. This morning. It was great. Morning. Hi. I'm old. I mean, hello. Yeah. That one of... Anyway. We're up and running. How is that going wrong? No, everything's already gone wrong. It's going great. Das. Cool. Getting up and running. There we go. What do I need to do? That one. Cool. So today the new reward program launched. Ever since its launch, I've referred 0 people. This is no surprise to me. The new referral program isn't quite as generous as I thought it was going to be. It is actually in some ways the opposite of generous, which is a bit sad. But there you go. So basically going through rewards, you start off with the medium armor set. It's fine, I guess. Volt SMG, Gladius little figurine, Mirai Pulse. So that's what, $30 ship. It's still 4 recruits. It's not the worst. 5 recruits is a Parallax rifle. It's a findable in-game item, but it's kind of a neat skin for it. Hurston figurine. Throw it in the bin. Cogsphere replica. Okay, that's kind of cool, especially if it rotates. Animated and stuff. It looks like it's animated based on the footage in the background. You can see it here. Hello. I said you can see it here. It does look like it's animating. Anyway. That's 7 recruits. Stormwall figurine. Again, it's just like hangar decoration, right? The Wally's bar. I kind of want that. Just not gonna lie, I do kind of want that one. Big Benny's vending machine at 10 recruits. This is $400 of referral. Gives you the classic Big Benny's, which I do like the look of. But this one was a Gladius previously. Like at 10 recruits previously, you'd get a Gladius for it. So that's a bit challenging. 15 gets you a Spirit of the Starman statue. I guess. Vandal statue. And at 42 recruits, you get a Gladius. I mean, the Gladius is great. I do like the Gladius. My referral Gladius became my Apollo. So I still have my Apollo. It was my referral Gladius. I just didn't fly the Gladius at all. But it got reworked since then, so it's actually really nice. And I like the fact that it comes with the Squadron 42 tag logo. There we go. 50 recruits gets you a Misk Raptor. So 50 recruits is the meme reward. Neat. 75 gets you a upgrade token. And then the Freelancer Max comes with the Star Kitten, Big Benny's, Whammers, and... what's the name of the pizza guy again? Why am I mental blanking? Elroy's. And then at 200 recruits, there's a new unannounced vehicle. It's going to be a new capital ship of some flavor. Or a very large ship anyway. And then a Vandal Scythe. Well, actually, it might not be a capital ship then. It might be a heavy fighter or something. Huh. Which would be like the F9A. Of course. Captured Vandal Scythe. And Idris M at 1,042 referrals. So, that's neat. So, hello, Turnabout. How you doing? We're still searching for timestamping with the in-game chat. Nice. Just so you know if you're joining a conversation really late. What have I got? P71 and a tractor beam. Fine. Works for me. That's gone well. And I have nothing on me. Okay. I think I might start off today going through the dogfighting training from Gillies. I haven't done it on live, I don't think. I will need to eventually get some help from other people doing the Hammerhead one. Rip. But we'll get there eventually.
Doors are now closing.
My second sip of tea and I've already spilled on myself. Dear Farah, please learn to operate the Farah before streaming. War Thunder has changed since yesterday. Oh, what happened, Starfinger? Have they fixed the massive lag issues? Their netcode being absolutely...
Nearing next stop.
No, I mean, it says it won't. Do you mean War Thunder? Where does it say that? Hang on, what platform's saying that? Oh! Apparently started as... that's where I said that. There we go. Fixed it. Thank you, Krigor. And Starfinger. Appreciate it. I'm having a great day. It's really gone well. I don't know. I'm up early. I've been up for 4 hours already. I went out and I grabbed... So yeah. I did a run to drop someone at the airport because apparently I'm a nice person sometimes. And I'm the person I know who's willing to get up that early. And then sort of I got home 2 hours ago. and had some cereal.
To the ASOP vehicle
And-
retrieval. Please visit us again.
My brain just hasn't rebooted.
Hi,
I don't know
and
why.
welcome to New Baggage.
You slept like 3 hours? Yeah. No, I slept for like 6, but I don't think I actually rested at all. And I've got 0 chance of sleeping now. That would be a bit cheeky. Sorry. I do sound awful, not bad quality, just like you're about to give up on life. Yep, that's about right. I've had a very tiring week at work. Just frustration with coworkers. And then, the world's on fire, so that's also that. I know. This is older than most people, yeah. There's one in the middle. Nope. There isn't. Hey. Seems to be the problem with most people. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. World's on fire. It's exhausting. The, just the everything is... Hello? There it is. Perfect. This is in charge of our like mental nurses around my area. She's like 80 subordinates. She says work is great outside of the 80% of subordinates. Yeah. Yeah. No, I work in a field where people can earn good money, but a lot of people seem to be firmly of the opinion that if it's not like specifically stated as a role in their job description, they just won't do it. Oh, it's not part of my job. Like, yes, your job also includes assorted other responsibilities as is reasonable request. And I'm sorry, but, you know, cleaning up after yourself is part of the reasonable requests. Making sure that your workspace is reasonable. Whatever.
Welcome
It is what it is.
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I have tea and Ugg boots and my merch hoodie. Well, actually, my merch pullover. I think people call them pullovers, right? Everything's going kind of okay, I guess. First thing in the morning for her is mainly getting a notification that someone's sick for like the 6th time in a row in the same month. They have to call around and see what's their shift. Yeah, normal. Normal. Right, I was going to do the...
visitors
Do I have a
again.
good skin on this?
Goodbye.
I'm gonna go do the kind of the certification missions. Just gonna make that happen. I can't complain entirely though. Like work does acknowledge that, you know, I work hard for my role, and they are apparently planning on offering me a promotion in the near future. So, you know, I'll take it, I guess. Cool. Yeah, sort of. It's basically the same role I'm already doing,
Welcome
just
to the ASOP
paid a little bit
vehicle
better.
retrieval system.
so I can't really complain. Well, except about the
Your
training.
vehicle has been delivered to
The
phase
company I work for is one of those giant ones who's got like a standardized training program for leadership roles. And the training for it is just awful. It's really bad. Like, it's so... I guess I find it bad because it is... it's knowledge that I assume people should know, but then I realize that, like, what I know and what most people know are vastly different things.
You ready for your next challenge, rookie? Now that you've proved you can handle going mano a mano, you're going to see how you do going against multiple ships at the same time. Not only that, but this time you're going against ships made for dogfighting. We're talking about a whole other challenge rating on this. I think you can handle it, though. Let's move out, and I'll see you at the training site when you're ready.
I've been having a hard time this year. Decided to start drawing again after like maybe 15 years. Been having fun the last couple of days. Nice. The when I was about 20, I started drawing anime. One of the things I have been trying to do is like get out and about, like go and do something every weekend.
Takeoff complete.
Let's go.
Land shields offline.
Been posting a few female and telling others to say mostly get a few likes and a few questions of why you're drawing these animals, not really people on nature. Wow. it's okay. If you're posting them on Facebook, add those people who are asking that to your acquaintances list, then set your posting thing to exclude acquaintances. Really straightforward.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
'Cause stuff them.
Shields.
Now that you're in position, we can start the list. Stand by.
Okay.
Hostiles inbound.
Yes,
Light 'em
Gilly,
up.
I don't care. I just want to set my power levels, mate.
Okay.
The hecking heck. Okay.
Target destroyed.
Come on. I'm just not wearing a helmet, which is why I'm missing my two projected screens. Oh well. Yeah, we can get it done.
Hit.
Right. Right. Anyway, I can't apparently shoot a vehicle with no control over itself. One sec, let's fix this power supply. There we go, that'll help.
Target destroyed.
Thank you. I had a major torque balance already.
Shields hit.
Smacking me with AV
Target destroyed.
E enemy weapons. Contract complete. Nice. Game looks amazing, but that's a lot of freezes. I wasn't getting freezes on. Oh, are you looking about like the enemies warping a little bit? Yeah. When does this free fly event end? Like stream throw in-stream game throws for like a second, but stream is okay. That's weird. I wasn't actually like freezing in game. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Am I dropping anything on this here? No. I don't know why. Why is it not? Why Why does it not say when the free fly is running till? 14th of July. There we go. That's a much more complicated free fly command than usual. Fair, I guess. What if I do it this way? Yeah, it makes more sense. There it is. That's a bit better. A bit less clunky. Actually, I wonder if they've got a try.sc. No. Y.sc. No. What was the command they normally used? Why am I having a really hard time with this one? I don't even know. Pinot. There we go. That's better. Anyway. Contracts. Well, I need to head back to back to the station apparently.
Shields offline.
Microtech, let's go. No? Yes, let's go. You clip the start of micro freeze.
Quantum trap is now on.
Because I've got the stream up on that side. There's a small stutter in the game sometimes, but it's not like a second. Let's go.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Welcome to the training site. Get settled, and I'll let everyone know to start. Hostiles spotted. Give them what you got.
Where?
Bogey. Shields hit. Target destroyed.
Anyway,
Clear up, but I got more coming your way.
Bogey.
oh come on, seriously. World's strongest hacking.
Target destroyed. Shields hit. Target destroyed. Shield down. Target
That's
destroyed.
gonna put a big check mark in the done column. You showed a lot
That's
of
good now.
solid
Alright, I'll
skill
take
out
it.
there today, Ricky. Can't wait to
Who the
see
heck
how you do
knows?
with the next list.
Shields offline.
Microtecho. There we go. That's what I'm after. Come on, Microtecho. I believe in you. No, that's not right. Nope, nope. No, yeah, no, briefly. Oh, look at that. Yeah, yes. I'll take it. I'll take Tressa. That's fine. What are those machine guns? The ones on this vehicle? I've got a pair of
Is now off.
what are they called?
Quantum drive is now on.
What are they called? Hang on. Revenant ballistic cannons.
Quantum drive is now off.
They're Revenant ballistic guns, and they do a pretty good job. Many birds were had with them.
Quantum drive is now on.
Right, there we go.
Bottom drive is now off.
There it is.
Bottom drive is now on. Bottom drive is now off. Shields online.
I need to put it in a hangar because I forgot to be helmeted, you know? It's a common mistake that all people make. Right? Only a helmet in a spacecraft might be a mess. Only if anything goes wrong. Things might not. It'd be a first, but they might not go wrong. Request clearance for landing. I've gotten into a weird gimbal mode. Why are you doing that? There we go, that's better. Holes in cockpit are quite a lot more devastating in spacecraft than a plane. Allegedly? It's okay, I've got space glass. Rated to all of the newtons of impact, apparently.
Landing gear deployed.
It's rated to everything shy of what just hit me. Like a Cybertruck's windows. Just remember, everything's bulletproof if you use a small enough bullet.
Landing complete.
Landing. Oh good, I'm glad to see I haven't fixed that issue yet. I don't know why I lost health in that fight, but there we go. Solved it. Look at the window car nuisance. Plane concerned. Spaceship, where is the duct tape? The million-mile-an-hour tape? It's a new rating. It's next step up from 100-mile-an-hour tape that they use in NASCAR. And the Mark 1 tape they use in the military. Do-do-do. Nothing says I'm a little bit hungry, quite like double dog with no sauce. I'm just gonna try it. I'm just gonna raw dog it. Op. Some of the rounds bounced, some of them went straight through. It was no stronger than the same gauge of like standard metal, and I think the window failed on all counts. From memory. Who did the test? I don't know. One of the YouTubers I follow. I love how they've rigged this for like depositing things in the bin, but I think it's just rigged for NPCs at the moment. Helmet's on.
Visitors again.
Don't forget, kids. Use protection, or you end up with kids yourself.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieve.
Sorry. I very much am the voice in the background of videos. Yeah, something. I think from memory, it like passed with some pistol calibers and like a 22 long rifle, Derringer. But I think the rifle version did go through. I know all the rifle calibers that I remember watching went through. The one guy did try and blow himself up. What? Oh. Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah. And then caught fire. No one was really sure. Yeah, that was a sad story, man. Mental health is more important now than it ever has been before. And it's worse now than ever before. That was a weird story, yeah. Yeah. And not like a funny weird story, just, yeah. First video I had guys shooting it with like pistol rounds, next video they actually used rifles and everything went through. Yeah, that sounds about right. The drift is real when hovering at the moment, chat. Actually kind of good. Yum. I really like this paint job. What's number 4? Target stealth. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Annoying, but fine.
Shields offline.
Let's go.
Shields online.
You should like that they use subsonic rounds in the pistol test because the average totally carries subsonic ammo with the carry gun. Absolutely. You've got to
Okay,
really
you're in the right
consider the hearing of those around you with your daily carry. Otherwise, when you're using it when you're using your tool in self-defense, you might slightly inconvenience the people around you.
Contact. Ready up.
There we go. Contact.
Shields hit.
Why am I in that mode? I don't want to be in that mode. Thank you.
Shields hit. Target destroyed.
Do. This thing just has a staggering amount of health.
Target
There
destroyed.
we go.
There she
Another
blows.
lesson in the books. Hopefully you can feel
bullet sponge,
yourself
yeah.
improving.
It's like
I'm
a
definitely
Division
seeing
2
it on
target.
my side. I recommend a bit of downtime and then we can get back at it. Rest up and I'll see you soon.
The last of the easily soloable ones, because I think from memory the next one is first. Not that one, not that one, not that one. That one. When the heck did I use that? Minecro Techo. Let's go. Yeah, now after all the hoopla is over, the Cybertrucks are getting written off for very minor damage because everything about them is too expensive to maintain. I was like, yes, I'm going to go buy an EV because it's good for the environment. The EV in question. It's like the which brand was it? I think it was Lexus who did it. I was living in the UK at the time. Yeah, I think I was living in the UK when it launched. The legislation was basically like if it's a hybrid, so it's a petrol engine or diesel engine plus electric assistance system, it was eligible to a very substantial road tax reduction, and I think it was Lexus's, one of their first EVs was like a 6-liter V8 with a teeny tiny little engine, little sort of front-wheel drive assist, and a tiny little sort of range extender battery. It's like, yes, see, cheaper. Avoid the luxury car tax as well. It's right up there with the policies that determine like the required fuel mileage on trucks in the States. Apparently, it's based on it's like based on the size of the vehicle. So if in order to not have to hit such aggressive fuel mileage targets, they just make the trucks bigger. because it's easier to make a truck bigger and sell that than it is to make a car more efficient and still fun to drive. Cybertruck is the most of Europe still illegal to drive. Yeah, you can't get it. Based on vehicle volume. Isn't it great, Pepsi? Also, hello there. Yeah, we've, in Australia, we've started getting Ford F-150s and Dodge Rams, but like the little Ram. And they are comically large vehicles for Australia. Like, they are too big for most of our roads. And I can only imagine that these, like, massive vehicles are also too big for American roads. The little Ram? I don't know. I don't know. These are not a vehicle type that I know very well. This is going to curse my This is going to curse my search forever. Yeah, I haven't seen 2500 or 3500 at all. I've seen the 1500s. Would you like to learn more? No, I need help with something. No, something else. Stupid AI bros. The crumple zones, they can't have them. Yep, doesn't pass Australian safety standards. They can't sell them here. The ADRs, Australian Design Regulations for electric vehicles. Unfortunately, the corruption in the Australian market, from my perspective, is not prevalent enough. They can't purchase enough politicians to change the ADRs at the moment. All the politicians have been pre-purchased by the real estate industry, allegedly. British Columbia vehicle legislation is continuing to be stupid, because I've been following the development of Edison Motors trucks, and that's been very interesting. I know that from the trucking side of things, if you have an old truck, they will just repair them forever because they don't have to pass the new emissions standards. I also know that under the new Canadian vehicle standards, a diesel truck has to have less particulate output than a petrol car even, which is wild. I mean, good. I do want to see clean burning diesels. They are very efficient when they're tuned correctly. US feels so backwards in some way. They rely so much on trucking, but they have insanely small truck capacity. Semi-trucks themselves are just massive. Australia is something like 94% trucked deliveries. We do have quite a lot of rail out, and they do use rail quite a lot for interstate stuff. There you go. Yeah, we've got a lot of rail, and a lot of our interstate, like from Sydney to Adelaide and Sydney to Perth, stuff goes rail. But yeah, it's so much of it is still trucked. Edison trucks are cool, but it's different. There's a single SUV or truck that's actually legal in British Columbia. They have a max height of headlight law that isn't enforced. Yeah, the agency that enforces the Australian design rules which is our vehicle registration standards, is actually separate. Like it's not under the direct control of the majority parliament. So they sort of do what they will. There is actually some interesting ones right now though, because I think it was the new Hyundai the i30N or something like that, doesn't actually pass the Australian design rules maximum volume rules, like the noise, the loudness standards. But they did get the certification for it. So there's suspicions, belief that they used a modified vehicle, not a standard production model, for the standards testing. Because people are getting pulled over and tested in these vehicles, and they're failing the tests. And admittedly, it was a long time ago I read the story, but at the time of the story that I read, the manufacturer was not taking responsibility for it. They're just like, you must have modified it. We can't help. So there was all sorts of fun legislation about that. So litigation, sorry, about that one, because people were like, we need you to pay these fines and make the vehicle compliant. I also found it funny that Edison finally got a letter from lawyers representing Tesla, saying that they needed to change their slogan, because their slogan until now had been stealing Tesla's ideas. Because it's historically true. Right, next up. It's not fun. The slogan was finally accurate. I know, right? It was very accurate. Ooh. US max trailer length is 16.5 meters. Here in the Nordics, 32 meters is now allowed. Also, Sweden's been testing even longer ones. Yeah. In Australia, I'm sure they seem to have done the rounds on the internet many times over the years. So in cities, you're allowed what we call B-doubles. B-doubles are cab plus two articulated trailers. In outside of the cities, most states, as far as I know, I'm not a trucking person, by talking about it with someone JJ at some point. They allow B-triples, which is cab plus three articulateds. However, in Australia, in the Northern Territory specifically, you get three full size. So you get cab plus three full size trailers, and they hecking move when they're cruising, when they're going around. There's a up to 200 tons, double, triple. quads. There's a double. It's not a road train though. B doubles are normal. That's a B. That's a quad. Choo choo. Yeah. So those we do see. Sweden has been testing doubles, not legal yet outside testing. Okay. Yeah. So doubles are. They're fine, honestly. Like, we see them around all the time. There are some cities that have like local regulations saying that doubles aren't allowed in like the proper central business district, but you'd hate to run a double into the CBD of a city because they're just not maneuverable enough, and people around you don't care about the space that you need as a truck driver. I haven't done any real truck driving. I've driven rigids, like medium rigids, allegedly, but the trick a trainee, yeah, okay. I haven't driven anything articulated. Even knowing like driving medium rigids, which are like, it's pretty self-explanatory, right? Cab over engine with a fixed trailer behind it. Like, I think it's, how long were they? I don't actually know how long they were. How goes new patch? It's fine.
Shields offline.
It's fine. Ferg, how are you?
Quantum drive is now on.
Weird, but okay. But it's so weird that those are allowed here, but you would think how big US and they'd have bigger trailers. I don't know. A lot of the time it's because of road wear. It's also like the skill ceiling for driving a double articulated is massive. Like, you really, really need to know what you're doing when it comes to moving around in a in anything more than a single articulated vehicle. Biggest you drove was an 8-meter box truck, which you was definitely allowed to do on your learner's permit. Allegedly.
Bottom drive is now on.
I don't know why they don't allow larger trucks over there. But also, like, in Australia, in the cities, everyone runs cab over engine. But when you're running out back, like regional Australia, everyone runs prime mover engine in front. So, different use cases, I guess. But you see people, like, all the footage I see in the States, or almost all of it I see in the States, is prime mover style, even on rigid trucks. And all the box trucks, so all the like articulating stuff is all engine in front. Wild to me. I do think the non-COE, I can't even remember what the terminology for it is. I do think the non-cab over engine stuff does look cooler. But visibility out of a cab over engine is so much better. I turned my engine. Oh, there we go. They don't really have to limit how big the semi-truck's allowed to be. Strange.
Landing complete. Engines.
You can't see anything in a truck. You've always called them long noses. The long nose makes sense. Yeah, I can see long nose being a good descriptor for him. The long noses do make more sense in some circumstances, like a regional run. Hey, Seki's one. Rip. Have insanely big engine housings while using weaker engines than COE. Weird. The Pinocchio. Yeah, the COEs we get in Australia are very effective. Cool, NPCs are bugged again. You'd love to see it. I think the servers were having a perfectly fine time until the free flight started, in which case there's suddenly a massively increased load on the servers. Mostly, I think, honestly, most of the people playing during free flight are people who already have accounts, but who are trying out the extra ships you can try. To 60s you. The 50s, 60s US cars had massive V8 engines with really small outputs. Yes, yes. The box trucks, we do have a lot of Grumman style trucks, but they're usually only sub 6 meters in a lot of delivery trucks. Yeah, it's because they just make more sense, right? Like, you can see what you're doing. Spatial awareness is important in trucks, yo. You're good, bud. Just out taking out some trash. I don't know why that didn't clean him up the first time, but okay. Up there and up there. You got it, champ. And massive cruise line says visibility around at the new truck. Woof. Woof. Really? Present. 1,000, 2,000. Present. The first coffee is on its way. I had a cup of coffee earlier. It was exactly what I wanted. I do have a secret Shane chat, which I'm absolutely willing to share because I don't actually have Shane. But every now and again, I feel like making myself a caramel latte. So I make caramel lattes at home occasionally. Because I just need some sugar sometimes, you know? Have you escaped Space Scorpion rifle? Yeah. Yeah. It's normal. Don't worry about it. Yeah. I don't actually know the what this rifle's based on, but most of the... It looks like an XM8 sort of design. It's a very odd rifle in lore because Gemini, the manufacturer behind it, is really well known for their high rate of fire guns. They've got a full automatic sort of Glock style pistol with a 30 round mag now. And then there's a switch on it for full auto. But there is no switch. Like the switch is there for full auto, but you can't cycle it to full auto. I don't know why. It's just it's a bit strange, this gun. It performs really nicely though, which is why I use it. Also, because of how they're currently doing their scopes, this one is a variable zoom scope. So, zoomed out, zoomed in, zoomed out, zoom in. It's just an FOV filter. They modeled it, but you can't use it? Yep. On this specific gun, you cannot use the full auto. Why? Stuff you, that's why. Oh, railgun. Lol. I wonder if it'll fit in here. Yes! Excellent news, chat. Bruh, yeah. It's just this specific gun has that odd feature. Anyway, I've also got perfectly reasonable guns. What? Visibility on this gun is not ideal. But, you know, it works. Perfectly reasonable gun. No idea what any of you are complaining about. I don't know what happened to the gun sight on this thing. It's gone at the moment, for whatever reason. You know exactly what that's modeled off of? What's it modeled off of? Another Kana, another fantastic rifle. It's the laser pew pew gun. Nah, it doesn't fit. Oh well. I wonder if this one... I don't know if this vehicle has it or not. Hang on, let me go check. this one doesn't have it. Some of the fighters have a little weapons rack built into them, but the F7A does not appear to have it. The Gladius that's part of the referral program does have one, and it's actually really neat. You can sort of get away with it with the little storage. Barrett made a bullpup 50 cal. Oh yes, yes. I know exactly the vehicle you're talking about. So the weapon you're talking about. Old mate. Old mate 50 cal. Scott chuck a thumb in it of... What is the name? Hang on, I meant to make the name of his channel again. Why am I mental making on his name? Kentucky Ballistic, yeah. Scott of Kentucky Ballistics got one. He did a video on it a couple months back. Hilarious rifle. Just weird. It's funny how there's so much hate for No, he bought Brandon's. He bought Brandon's one. Because Brandon sold off... not Brandon's, no. He bought Demo Ranch's Matt's one. Because Matt sold off a lot of his collection. So he could go back to spending time with his family, right?
Shields offline.
I think that's the case. I'm running off memory, and my memory is, as we've well established, completely cooked.
Shields online.
Anyway. Hey chat, RNA breaks every 30 minutes. Lasts for 90 seconds. I'm sorry for running them, but they help me pay my bills. So I keep on running them. Sorry. On approach. Pitter patter, let's get at her. I'm sad that's ending. Then again, I haven't even watched the complete, most recent season. And there's characters inside that series that I just skip the segments of. Absolutely loved Shorzy though. Shorzy was so good. We're going in hot. Ish. Visibility is not ideal right now, chat.
Landing gear deployed.
We're on approach.
Landing complete. Engines offline.
Fuck. Yeah, I was going to try to chuck this railgun into the storage, but the storage wasn't opening when I tried it earlier. You've got the option to I have to do loot. Will that open? Yes. Good, that worked. I don't know what happened to the mags for it. They went away, but sure, okay. We'll go try a different gun next one. Maybe I'll find a Kana or... I've been described as a surgeon with the C54, which is like a SMG sort of... It looks like the plasma rifle in Halo for whatever reason. Except it fires freedom seeds. Nope. Doop. Healy stick. Right. What have you got? Kana. I'll run a Kana, I guess. Oh, the Galant. Galant's another one of those odd rifles. It's a burst fire only rifle, laser thingy. Would I like the fancy kind of rifle or the pink one? As if that was a choice. Yeah, so this is the... Hang on, I'll go where it's not going to give me the... P4AR. We can use those things all the time. Yeah, this is the Kana rifle, which is a energy rifle. Shorter mag size. There's a 20 round mag on these ones. Well, mag is not the right one. Battery, I guess, is the right term. But pretty fun gun actually. It's got that sort of clunky pew deployment stick feel to it without being a clunky pew deployment stick. What? Yes, my character's running around with cat ears. It's fine, don't worry about it. Yeah, that was continuing forever. Oh, it's a 35 round, sorry. It's actually got two modes. It's got a charge mode and a normal rifle mode. Charge mode is hilarious. I'm very bad at it because I'm very bad at aiming, but you know, we'll have a click with it. Blap. Nope. Blap. Blap. And then you just go to normal rifle mode. Where it's just a good pew deployment device. Yeet. What's it doing? Rip. Ah, BR2 shotgun. A classic. That is the definitely not PDW / P90 inspired weapon. Is a what's it called again? Custodian, I think it's called. But yeah, another fun sort of SMG style gun. Couple more custodians. This is the LH86. This is the Gemini pistol. There's a South African made pistol that this looks like. There's a South African made pistol that the Gemini looks like. Inventory is being a bit janky. Normal, I guess. Another custodian. P6 LR mag. Sure. Another LH86. A stabby tool. Tiger's Claw hacking tool. Just going around looting the place. Normal. R97 shotguns. They're such a weird shotgun. They're quite clearly modeled after that sort of Gemini XM8 design, but with inspiration from like the Jackhammer, which Forgotten Weapons did a piece on a while ago. Because there's only like one of them left. but it's like really, really, really well known. Such as the world of Prop Masters. Oh, another Scourge Railgun. Of course. Have some mags for it, I guess. Paired SC, little SMG bullet hose thingy. I wonder if they'll ever... it would require a lot more like, rigging, but I wonder if they'd ever give us dual machine pistols in Star Citizen. I feel like it would be a fun thing for them to do in the squadron or something like that. Just have like a bad guy archetype that dual wields machine pistols. If nothing else, Sean Tracy would have a really fun time mocapping the reload. P4, the little reflex scope on it, and the P4. I've spent a lot of time in Star Citizen over the years, chat. I've spent a vast amount of time. Wow, that is... So I'm just looking at the amount of glow around the text because of HDR. I didn't realize it was quite that bad, chat. I'm sorry. I've been playing with HDR for the last week or so now. That's brutal. Because, unfortunately, broadcasting in HDR is, in my personal opinion, never going to really happen. Because, HDR, like, as a standard, isn't a standard. It's so trash. It's kind of like USB-C nowadays. It's USB-C. Ah, yes, but is it USB-C PD? Is it USB-C PD20? Is it USB... C5V. What version of USB-C is it? I mean, the cables look identical, but they might not work with each other.
Landing gear raised.
That's not the right button. That's what I wanted. Proximity assist is off. Good. Still somehow better than... oh dear. Dust jug. Oh, are you talking about Thunderbolts, the movie? Which apparently, I haven't seen it, apparently is just irredeemably horny. Well, the cable, oh yeah, the cable was awful. Apple got in trouble for it because it would get data transfer from locked to powered down devices. Nice. Though they still insist on calling USB-C with display Thunderbolt 3. Firewire was an entertaining cable. That was a very funny cable, because that was, gosh knows how many standards were built into that one.
Shields offline.
Here comes the soul. Well, actually, this isn't the sun, is it? This is an sun. This is not soul. This is Stanton. Here comes Stanton. Do 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 do. Yeah, now Apple is building military phones, right? They're building phones with no cameras on them at all for secure facilities. Somehow.
Quantum drive is now on. Shields on.
But it's okay. US tech bro with nowhere would steal from people. This is the same time frame where we have cameras, AI powered cameras without a camera built into them that use your location and direction to create images of what the device is pointed at. It's like we live in a progressively stupider world. That sounds gross. Yep. Why take a photo with your device when instead you can create new images based on existing images, and it's only costing you, massive amounts of power and investment and e-waste. But don't worry, this is the same time as the as cities are saying, like, hey, can you just make sure you don't set your air conditioning too aggressively because it's using too much power and our grid can't handle it. Meanwhile, AI bros are like, I made this image of a person with 4 boobs. Anyway, enough about me complaining about how we live in the worst timeline.
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete. Engines on.
This is a brand new type of bot, chat. Yeah, hit me up on Discord. I promise it's not a scam. It's definitely not just me selling viewbots. Dawn. Into the void with them. You know what the best way for, to get more viewers is just give me your Steam ID, so your stream code, and I'll make sure you get more viewers. How do you get more viewers? Well, I'm gonna delete your channel. Infinite viewers, right? I need to actually message the person behind Seribot about them. Oh, Sekis. I haven't gotten into range for them to engage each other yet. Just Sekis? Did the other people not spawn? Strange. Okay. The enemy NPCs didn't spawn. This is going well. And none of the NPCs are responding. Huh. It's easy roll at the corner with an AR out and doesn't care. Yeah, probably from LA. Oh, sorry, New York. They're probably from New York, right? Not my monkeys, not my circus. Yeah, the NPCs aren't here. But that Aurora owner isn't here either. Poor little Aurora owner. Space M2. That's... It's actually a slightly different gun. It's one you'll probably recognize when I show it from a different angle. The old Yeetus Deletus. And yes, much like all of the video game representations of it, it also has a spin-up time for reasons. I'm genuinely surprised the Star Citizen doesn't just have a B-52 bomber. I feel like that would be a very amusing... I feel like that would be a very, very amusing April Fool's Day release. B-52 bomber. Of course, if they did it as an April Fool's Day, much like the Misk Raptor, which is the sort of driving around collecting rubbish truck, the community is going to demand it anyway. GE product, yes, things that spin. is their criteria, right? What's that? There's a red dot there, chat. Someone who was flying a scythe. Sorry, distracted by a squirrel. Normal. Yeah. A little bit frustrating. Whatever, I guess.
Shields offline.
One sec, chat. Sorry, ad break's going to run in a second. Gonna stretch my legs because my legs aren't working good. high. The Defend Documents contract is broken. Gonna see if I can make it bounce servers for me. They're doing a really good job with the fog and water effects now. Getting better as it goes. But as they get further and further into it, there's definitely times when I wish I had space windscreen wipers. Here.
Landing gear deployed.
I don't know why, but it's like part of me always sees one end of the hangar as the correct end of the hangar, I guess you could say.
Landing complete.
And it's actually this end.
Engines offline.
Even bounce servers. We'll see if it wants to work. Probably won't, because it never does. Huh. New event started. It's just free fly. It's just free fly. Servers going, why? I was having a good time. We were all having a good time. And then free fly happens, and everything kind of falls over. That was expected. Oh yeah, that's what. Okay. I was also going to ditch my S71 along with S71 mags. Railgun mags aren't needed. I should also get those railguns back. So the railgun out of the Carnivats are good. Don't need that. Install that. Install that. Last free flight stayed pretty stable to the end. Yeah, this one, the servers seem to be getting a bit of a paddling. For whatever reason. Still funny. So 3, 4, and 5 need to go. 3, 4, and 5. That should get me down to... Yep, it's Orkana's. Sweet. Nope. Okay. Serpigo with Burr. Alright, store this. Saving chain service.
To the ASOC vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been phase visited again.
Hi. Bye, little ship. You did great. Right, changing servers. Sorry. Brain doing brain things today, chat. But brain doing brain things barely. Like, technically current completing tasks. It's definitely not actually completing tasks. Got some script. Sweet. Persistent. US, I guess. Actually, let's see if anyone's doing racing. Quickly check it. Mariah Razor. Let's go. Oh, this is one of the new racetracks. Waiting for another player. Yeah, it's... No one's here. As is the way. I'm wearing like medium armor. Weird. Nope.
Wrong direction.
Going a little bit too fast on that one, Jet. Squeeze. Pretty good.
Wrong direction.
Oh wow, okay, they just straight up grabbed the
Wrong
Persistent
direction.
Universe map here. Because,
Wrong direction.
the pyro jump point's even in.
Wrong direction.
Come on, Peter, come on. There we go.
Wrong direction.
No, no one's playing. Alright, menu, yes. I do silly things. I wonder if I can actually. Boo! That sucks. I can't change my undersuit. I was gonna chuck the Star Kitten undersuit on. Just cruise around in the Star Kitten with just a pistol.
5, 4, 3,
Oh.
2, 1.
Giant lag spike while the game loads in. I don't know why this happens. There we go. Nope. Fragmighty has joined as well. And then I... What? Spawned and died. Neat. Okay. 4% health. Yeah, nice. How? What? 0% health. Nice. I just got murked by Fart God. I finally got a kill, chat. It only took forever. Nope, never mind. 48% health. Getting absolutely murked. Whoa! Buddy. Ow. That's not going well for me. Oh, over there. Cool. This is going well. I've gotten 2 points. Nice. Come on, please use the sticky thing. Nope. Didn't want to use my peely thingy. Then I got murdered by Fart God. Just as well as everyone expected. Nope, and then I'm a little bit suspicious about Fragmighty because they seem to be very good at looking at exactly the right direction in EVA. Which is a skill set that I definitely don't have. Nope. Everyone's out in EVA today. This is very strange. The first match I've ever had on this map where everyone goes to EVA. Huh. None of those here. Good work, me. One Farah in dead last. This is the way. Come on. What are you doing? There we go. What? Is a Farah. Allegedly. Ow. Oh. Scalpeled. Game over, man. Game over. Yep. That's the one. Ow. Okay. I might not be dead last at the moment. However, briefly. Whoa, don't love that one. Yeah. Got pistol. Specifically the Arclight pistol. Why no gun worky? Healy selfie button no worky. Yep, not working.
Match over.
Hey,
Match
someone got it.
lost.
Healy sticky, no worky. Prod them. Kind of fun. Just an amusing second mode. Team Tank Battle, one of the modes of all time. Ba-da-bum-bum. I've no idea if this is going to work or not, but spaceport. We're going to space.
You're now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Gallant. A solid choice.
Stand clear of disembarking passengers. The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily. Careful, doors are now closing.
Oof.
Capsule
Only
now
just.
approaching-
Hi. Chat, there's a little part of me that's wants to head out and get dumplings and then go for a walk in the city. Because I don't really feel like driving anywhere today, and if I do my sort of north coast or south coast trips that I've done in the past, it's a whole day. But also, that's the part of me that's like, you should go and get dumplings, because you know, I wake up at 3 thanks to the job I have, and 9:30 is a perfectly reasonable time for me to go get lunch. Meanwhile, like, all of the dumpling places in the city, still doing prep work. We're going to space. It's a P6LR and P. No, that's a P8 SC. Yeah, P8. Meanwhile, I'm running along with my collar-matched pink Kana.
Hi, and welcome to New Baggage. Microtech, the Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where creative innovation meets innovative creativity. Remember, your belongings belong to you.
That's right. I was going to go grab a
Personal items.
hydration station. Regal luxury rentals. Rentals.
Looking for a good time? Be sure to visit Wally's bar at the top.
How's it going?
Not so bad. And you?
Hello, and welcome to New Babbage, capital city of Microtech.
Oh, they rent the Defender here.
Creative innovation
Gamma,
meets innovative
Razor, 600i, 100i, Ursa. Surprisingly, we're hitting the Ursa, not the the Ursa with the luxury interior. Andromeda's so good. I had one of them for. Actually, no, I had the Aquila for ages. I don't think I ever had the Andromeda.
Can't get enough, huh?
Nope. Can't stop, won't stop.
Be sure to explore all New Babbage has to offer. Whether it's the latest in cutting-edge technology or the beauty of our award-winning gardens, this city of tomorrow has a lot going on today.
Nailed it.
Hi, and welcome to New
Hey,
Baggage.
welcome to...
From the vet.
Wow, okay. They're just straight up giving up.
Be sure to visit New Babbage without trouble.
Tahini and carob. Sounds like a very confused meal.
Private travel. Why not rent at the next newly renovated accommodation? Located downtown, luxurious outside.
Giving up, it's the American way. I thought if it all just seems too difficult, just do a half-assed job. That was the American way. At least that's what The Simpsons told me. Sweep it under the rug. So the right way? You can do it the right way? That's new. Sorry, chat. Nice, Yuuzhan.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Rhinos for everyone. I don't know what they're going to do with these hanging flare items. I've never seen anything released for it.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle, please visit us again.
I wonder if they're going to reconsider the access for the Carrack. I mean, one side of me says I hope they don't, because they've already spent an awful lot of designer hours on it. But the other part of me would love to not have to open up the giant front ramp every time I want to get in and out of it, which is why I've had on the stream many times over the years the heck is happening there? Okay, there's some weird, like, texture shenanigans going on right now. But at the same time, it's why I've had the conversation many times in the stream in the past, where I'd love them just add ladders to the docking collars, because that will add a second entrance method to many vehicles in a fairly, I'm not going to say procedural, but a fairly process-driven way. Remember when ships had to have large dedicated areas for their medical bays? Yeah, me too. Ah yes, the inventory management screen. By tapping F on this thing. Adventure calls and the Anvil Aerospace answered with the Carrack. Built to endure extreme conditions in both space and atmosphere, this self-sustaining explorer has more than earned its long-standing status as the go-to pathfinder for both military and civilian service. There we go. Apparently it gives you a full blurb on the thing. I still like the little commander's room for this one. Though the Polaris one with the bench, so the seating as well, is quite nice. Also, this one actually comes like furnished. Teddy, can you interact with Teddy? No, you can't interact with Teddy on this one, Chad. Another Teddy. They haven't rigged this one for the reflection system yet. Well, like the render to texture camera, anyway. Sure. Why do I hear the doors opening? Huh. I guess the seating area isn't as critical on the Carrack when you've got like this rec room sort of briefing room vibe. However, we are locked out of the cabinets. Once more continuing the theory of the later a ship releases, the more features it has. Your fingers are melting, at least peeling too much time in the water last week. Ah! Yeah. I'm melting! Melting! A subdermal layer is showing! As more dermal layers. Huh. Anyway. You'd really have to like the people that you're crewing with on a Carrack. I haven't really changed anything on this in ages. Still like it though. Still good. Sorry, Chad, I'm very full of tea. G'day, board Josh. How you doing today, bud? What's the next one? Missiles and countermeasures? Yeah, okay. That's fine. Sort of. Yeah, things are just a bit janky at the moment, chat. And my brain is not doing goodly. And that's what I'm going to do, chat. I'm sorry for ending as you get here, Josh, but I think I might wind things up. I'm going to go get out of the house for a bit. Because all the tells you and downloads and updates and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I might get out of the house for a bit. Run a couple of... do my chores, basically. Get everything sort of prepped for next week. And get some vitamin D. There is no such thing as outside. Well, there very much is at the moment. Falling to be anyway. Hey, take care of yourself, boy, Josh. Have a good one, bud. Yeah, I'm gonna wind things up at that point. I'm sorry. Normally I try to stream for longer. I was planning on streaming for like 8 hours today, but nothing's bringing me joy anymore. Yeah. Anyway, no, not that. I just I'm stressing over way too much stuff. And I need to not. No. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. See ya.